Yeah, guys, are you guys interested in me coaching? Or I'm just wondering, how much are you guys interested in watching me coach someone?
Let me know if you can see that now.
Yes, I can see it. Get out, get out.
Good thing I got back in there.
Ping the
We were
bush,
getting
ping the
invited,
bush, ping the
invaded.
bush.
Ping the
Yeah,
bush.
yeah, it's probably too late now. They placed a ward in there.
What?
You would have known, like your team would have known there's
Oh,
vision in
gotcha.
there,
Yeah, I got you.
and it's 5 gold. The Nessus lane is chill for you right now, but he's gonna be a massive problem within 15 minutes.
Okay.
So although you can get the farm right now and perform alright in lane, he's gonna stomp your entire team. I would actually ask Fiora to swap. And you will have a
That's
harder time against Quinn, but I would say you could take one for the team.
okay.
Because there's no way that you can zone Nessus in the early game. You need to level your Q.
Yep.
Also, it's generally better to level your Q level 2 than E. Because your Q backstab deals about the same damage as your E, but it costs less mana and it's also an escape. And to be fair, against Nessus, against Quinn, definitely Emax. Against Nessus, I'm not really sure because I feel like with Emax, you can't poke him down anyway. He's just gonna out-sustain you. I would probably go for WMAX here. So if he decides to go all in, you can run behind your box. Either way, this lane is fucked automatically just because of the sustain he has.
Well, remember one thing. We're in low elo. Remember Zoe?
True, true. That's true.
So if this were a group of good people, then it's very
True.
possible what you're saying is true.
Why
But
did
we're
you...
talking about
Yes. Why did you queue, by the
but,
way?
because I saw him coming towards me, and I wanted to be safer than sorry.
Okay,
Not in
right now you have a lot of health. You even have 2 health potions left.
got
You're a bit low on mana, so it's more important that you preserve your mana than that you preserve
Okay.
your health. Right now he doesn't have a lot of damage anyway, so even if he
Okay.
Qs you once...
So why we take flash Shaco, boys?
Nice. Um, why did you decide to Q there?
To come in to put the box behind him and attack from behind.
Okay, okay. It's better to... I would just poke him from a distance. With
Okay.
that Q, it cancelled out before you auto-attacked him, so you didn't get any bonus damage on him either.
Okay.
Also, you don't really deal a lot of damage to him. Like, as you can see, he just heals it back up, so...
Yeah.
You just wasted all your mana, basically. Or half your mana for someone who's still full HP. So what
Understand.
yeah, so I would wait for the jungler. The lane is fucked anyway. It's really a lane where you can't force a lot of kills. So I would just preserve your mana.
So normally, right about now, I'd be looking at on the next cannon wave that comes in, going back to B at that time and buy. So any thoughts on that or?
Yeah, that's good. You need your lost chapter so you can start poking more. I would apply a little bit more pressure, to be fair. If you want to push the wave out right now, you can afford to lose a little bit of HP, like
Okay.
just to push the wave out. You can also ult right now and just use it to shove the wave, and then you can recall. Make sure you E him more.
Good.
If you have lost chapter, you have mana flow band stacked. So whenever your E is up, you can just throw it at him, especially when Comet is up.
Oh.
If you want to do that, make sure you E her when you're max range. And then
Okay.
walk away immediately. Don't go into melee range, because that's too risky. Also, what you could have done, you know at the tower where you stood when you were hitting it?
Yeah.
You know the wall trick where you jump over the wall?
Yep.
You could have done that, because Quinn is much faster than you are. When you Q out within tower range, when you're standing next to the tower, she can see you for the first part of your Q. And then when your Q is down, you're fucked. Because she's so fast. So it probably would have been better to jump over the wall and run back past river. Walk the clone away. Walk the clone away.
Yep.
Next time, if you walk the clone away, there was a possibility that he exploded on top of you, and then Kha'Zix would be feared, and you could Q out or flash out Q.
I got you. If I get out of here, nope.
You can block tower shots with your ultimate. If you ult when the tower shot is just about to hit you, it won't hit you. It also blocks any attacks that are heading your way. So a Quinn auto attack, you can just block it by ulting in time.
So would you sell Doran's here and get the blasting one?
No, but I think, I'm not sure. You have an amplifying tome. Usually I would skip the amplifying tome and go straight into a ruby crystal or a blasting wand. And then upgrade it to Giant's Belt. Don't sell it. No.
Right.
I would just, I tend to avoid buying amplifying tome when I'm building demonic. I tend to choose belt and blasting wands. Now you can actually, if you go mid or top, you can pressure Baron. Because your team is winning. Drake is not up. So Dragon is the only objective that's up. If you can place boxes all over the jungle, try to get XP for level 15. If you queue towards the minion, get a minion that Misfortune was killing, you would have been level 15. It could make a difference in the fight. Okay, Kha'Zix stole it. I think you could have prevented him from stealing it. If you, next time, rather than focusing Baron, ignore it. Your AP Shaco, the damage that you deal to Baron, it's negligible. It's better if you use your boxes to be annoying. Zone the enemy, place boxes on the side. They will be able to see the enemies coming. If the enemy... Okay, good. You're out. Your team will know where the enemy is. They will be low if they try to force something. That's much better than dealing a bit more damage to Baron. Because your team has DPS anyway. Ult. You're too hesitant with your ult. Yeah.
So one of the things I've been battling is not getting in the habit of face rolling the keyboard, so I just hit Alt by accident. So I think that's one of the things that's backfired on me. Is I'm sitting there trying to be conscientious of using it, and now I've gone too far.
You used your ultimate too quickly in the past, and now you're trying not to use it too early. Is it that,
Yes.
or? Okay,
Yes.
okay. I think if you want to improve with your clone usage,
Mhm.
it's better to use it too early than to not use it at all. Because at
Okay.
least if you use it too early, you can try to make it somewhat worth or try to do something with it. Whereas if you don't use it at all, you will never become experienced with how you can use it effectively, even if you fuck it up. If, for example, I fuck up my ult, and I'm like, okay, shit, I used it too early, what can I do with it?
Yeah, you can clear minions with it. You can, depending where you're at, you can run it into a tower. You can use it to run in and basically be a bomb.
Exactly. So I would say don't be too reluctant with your ultimate, because even if you use it and it's not an optimal ultimate, you can learn those things, how to do that effectively, and you can just practice with it. Yeah, right now. There's a box behind you.
Mm-hmm.
What they are very likely to do at this point is engage on your team.
Okay.
I think you're walking away a little bit too early. You could throw some E's, but that's fine. Issue here is this box. There's already a box here. You see a minion wave coming. The minions are going to proc the box no matter what.
Okay.
This box that you place right here, it's not going to do anything. It's going to clear some minions. But it's not going to stop the enemy. It's not going to deal damage. It's just going to be a useless box. What you should have done instead is place a box here right behind you. where the minions are not. So
Okay.
this Kha'Zix, for example, he would struggle diving into your team because the box is behind you. But because you wasted the box, didn't have it behind you, you don't really have a disengage. So their team just all-ins you. Yeah, for the clone, you wanted to hit the tower. You wanted to hit the tower at the same time as your clone, right? Now, if you aim with your mouse with the cursor somewhere, the clone spawns on the opposite side. So you can use this to your advantage. If I use it here, right here, like with the curvature of the tower, it's gonna spawn right about where I spawn in terms of distance from the tower. So this can be used to synchronize the attacks of your clone and you, so they don't know which one the real one is.
Okay.
Now, where it goes wrong is when, for example, you use your clone, but you use it with your cursor towards the tower. So right now, this is going to be difficult to synchronize because your clone is further away from the tower than you are.
Okay.
So just use your mouse along with the curvature of the tower to easily synchronize the attacks. And then the other point is at the Baron fight, where Kha'Zix stole the Baron. You went here, you placed the box here, and you started attacking the Baron. Your auto attacks are shit. They're like a paper sword. It doesn't really do much.
Yeah.
It's not really worth it. It's better to go over the wall. They were not... Well, Quinn was here, but she's not going to steal it. The real issue is Kha'Zix. They were all coming from their base. So the quickest route to Baron, straight here, past the red buff. So you want to start placing boxes here and here.
Okay.
And maybe even there, if they're not here already. Otherwise, you can place it here. Because Kha'Zix wants to jump over the wall. What he's gonna run into is, first of all, the boxes. Your team will then know that Kha'Zix is here. If he gets feared, they can throw abilities at him. They can poke him down. Kha'Zix might not even contest it in the first place because of your boxes being here. So that way you get a lot more... You apply a lot more pressure than when you were... than if you were to just attack the Baron. 55 seconds before Dragon spawned. You were here, and I told you box Dragon. You placed the box here.
Right
Now,
there. Yeah, I know.
yeah, now the box is on cooldown, and it's gonna take a while for you to place a new box. Just place the boxes here, and there, and then here, the entrance. That's much better than this part of the map. It doesn't matter. Also, there was another Drake fight right here.
Okay.
Quinn came from here. You jumped over the wall, you helped with Dragon, Warwick was on it. Yes, you can use your box to deal damage to the Dragon. You placed it correctly, that was good, but at this point it's less about dealing more DPS than it is about zoning the enemy. You get more, your team gets more out of you zoning them than they get out of you damaging the Dragon. You only really want to damage the Dragon if they can't contest it and you just want to speed up the killing time. If you place boxes here, and they're not going to be able to contest it anyway, it's pointless. Then you can hit the Drake. But in this scenario, it was very likely that someone would contest it, like Quinn. In that case, you can place your boxes here or there, so that Warwick gets more time to kill the dragon. If she walks into the box, you just E her Q away if needed. Or you just ult and you fuck around here. She can either hit you here, or hit Shaco. You still have Q up, by the way, in case she hits the real you. Or she ignores it altogether, but she's unlikely to do that. Either way, you're stalling for Warwick. So that's just a better utilization of your kit than if you were to hit the dragon. The other point that I noticed was the fountain. You were waiting for an item right here. You can buy an item all the way over here, I believe. Let's see. Maybe even here? Okay, no, that's about the range. Right here. This is faster than going from here. So
Yep.
it might save you 1 second, but that 1 second could be 1 minion. It could be 1 XP that gives you the level up. It could mean the difference in the game. Now, this does not apply to, fast forward, home guards. When you have home guards, you lose them when you're out of the inner circle. So after 20 minutes, it's a different story. You don't want to wait here, because time is running out. That's a waste. You gotta stand right here. This is the edge of the home guards stuff. So after 20 minutes, you can wait here for an item. So yeah, that's something that might just be just a general thing that could help you. Holy fuck, that minion wave. Tiny
Yeah,
film.
I did.
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't think about. Wow. Guess that's what happens when you fast forward. Good
Yes.
thing is you have infinite boxes. Yeah, but
True.
yeah, these are some of the things that I just didn't know. I didn't think about standing on the edge of the fountain. It's, once again, when you play a bot game, you're never really time pressed. You're never really in a
Yes.
situation where you need to figure out how to do this real quick because it'll be there. I mean, it's bots.
Yes.
So you end
Yes.
up getting lazy, which is why I wanted to get some coaching, so that way when I start playing normals like I'm doing now, I had the input on like what not to do essentially. That way I don't have to learn the
Yes.
hard way.
I thank you all for watching. Good luck in your games. And if you want coaching, hit me up. I will be doing more coaching in the future. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.